Okay, so Peter and I are swapping out that tankless unit. It's a Takagi, and we're in a room full of weapons cache, but we have to move the water filter to be able to get the heater out of here. So here is what we're working with for the room. And my hope is that we can run a PVC line out through this same hole. We got a Century, call it? What do you call that thing, Peter? The PVC thing? Centra?
That's Central. Wait.
But we're gonna try to run it out through there, because we won't need that anymore. Concentric. So we'll run a concentric vent kit, I hope. And then our unit will go right here, PVC up and out, and our water connections will be on the top. It's gonna be a Bosch Greentherm. I did a full disassembly on this heat exchanger. First time I've ever taken the burner out of a heat exchanger. But this one's leaking. And the manufacturer warranted it, and since they don't make this heater anymore, they are going to be reimbursing the customer. What exactly that means, I don't know, and how much, I don't know, but we're putting it in Bosch Greentherm, so it should all go well. 3/4 gas, 1-inch water piping, and this is actually heating copper. That's not even domestic copper, but I can't run new copper throughout the whole house, so it is what it is. But here's our cold water feeding it. I already closed off our filter and bypassed so that we can drain this down and move this out of the way. Okay, so here's the Bosch tankless unit. Have some lengths of 2-inch PVC. Greentherm 9800 SE, 199. Okay, so I unplugged our water filter. I closed off our valves after I cracked these and drained the pressure out. Then I closed these off just so it don't spill water everywhere. And we're seeing if we can get a coupling to fit right here, because I'd like to cut it here so we have more room to work with instead of having a big length of pipe. But we're gonna have to see. I think that's gonna be just enough room. 1-inch coupling. But be close, so. Ooh, that's too close. So here it is. Okay, can this cut 1 inch? Okay. You can see we moved over the water filter. Peter is disconnecting our gas line. I don't know how we broke that so easily. I was struggling really bad with that. We cut our water lines. Peter started unscrewing all the bands for the Nova vent. I forget what they call it, Z vent.
So you just twist the 90 that way?
No, you can leave that there. That's fine. And yeah, we should be able to remove the water heater and get it out of here once we get the venting disconnected. And here's that hole we were planning on going through. I may leave this piece in and run that concentric vent right through this, and then we could spray foam this seal and maybe get some sort of plate to cover this hole up. But we'll have to see what we do with that. And let's see, there's a drain out here. Which comes from that room, but I don't know what we're gonna do about draining it. Okay, so we're officially disconnected everywhere. Our venting, our gas, our control wire, our electric, and our water. Peter is getting the impact ready with a socket so that we could loosen these up. This is gonna be a challenge, I think, to get out of here because it is so big. You can see we got 2 heat exchangers, so this thing is definitely not going to be light, but hopefully we could get it out and fit it through everywhere. It should fit through here, no problem. Okay, so here's the new heater, much smaller than this one, but we're getting all of our fittings on the heater taped and doped. You can see the size difference. It's pretty different. But this is 380,000 BTUs. This is 199. This is immensely oversized. 2 heat exchangers. It's a big house, but it's not big enough for a commercial water heater, because that is a commercial water heater. This is 199. It's 11.2 gallons per minute of hot water, so this is going to be a nice change, and it's also much higher efficiency rating than this was rated for. That's why we have the PVC venting instead of the stainless steel. Okay, so we were able to mount the bracket for the unit onto the unit strut, which worked out perfectly. Now Peter is cutting another piece of unit strut to go across. That way we could get this bottom portion mounted too, to make sure it's nice and secure. But everything's lining up really nicely. We'll come in, we'll have to come up somehow with our water for our cold. Maybe even go across and come up. I think I might do that. And our hot comes out right here. So here's our hot, here's our cold. Thinking 45. And if I come across, come up and over right here, I think that might be the best option. But we'll have to see what we're working with as far as what we have on pipe and things like that. Okay, so all of our water connections for the hot water are done, with the exception of our drip leg, and our cold water isn't done yet because of our filter. But I should be able to pressurize the tank now by opening this. Can you open it, Peter? It's tight. I'm trying to record. Slow. Okay. Yep. Looks like we're all good everywhere. And if you can reach that one up top, that's the hot water going to the house. Yep. And then you should be able to open up that bathroom back there, that hot water faucet, to purge some air out. Now we just have to work on the venting. We're just gonna go right there to that concentric kit. Okay, so here's where we're at so far. We're working on the venting. Peter just left to use the bathroom. So it'll be a few hours till I see him again. But our gas line is connected. We soapy bubbled all the fittings and then cleaned them off to make sure there were no leaks. We're going to drain condensate into the drain that was already existing for the unit. And these are our flush valves. They're built in. But what we need to do is come up and over for the condensate. See, I filled that with a styrofoam circle. The rest we could spray foam and then secure somehow. So due to the limited space, I'm up on top of the boiler. We hooked up our exhaust, straight run, which is really nice, that it's nice and straight, and it comes down into the unit. That's all glued in and good to go. Now fresh air, we'll replicate it. We'll come straight up, straight across into this 45, and we should be good. That was really nice and simple run. It was amazing that this was straight, so we don't have a bunch of like offsets and bends. I'm really happy that it lined up that way. And that came out really nice. I'm really happy with that, man. Lines up perfectly. I just gotta hook up the condensate. Show you what it looks like outside for now. And we'll try to figure out something to cover up that hole. Okay, so we got everything all finished up. Condensate is piped in, goes outside so it doesn't need to be neutralized. And our gas is in. We just unfortunately have to put the filter back in its place and block the unit, but we'll wait for it to initialize and make sure that we get hot water. Okay, so right now we're making sure that there's enough hot water for everything. So like multiple showers and fixtures and everything are being run. And it's absolutely no issue. It's been providing 120 degree hot water, and it hasn't even gone up to run into full capacity. So we're definitely good to go on that, which is nice. So we did not need anywhere near 380,000 BTUs of hot water for this house. So that's real hot, but yeah, it's nice. Came out nice. And I hate that I had to put the filter back, but it is what it is. The booster pump here, that's what you hear going on and off. There, we're about at 50%. Looks like we're gonna be all set. And our venting, I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I'm gonna run the water again. We did just clean the boiler out really well, inside and around. They were filthy, plugged with like an inch of debris. Did a combustion test, it's burning safe. So we're doing a combustion test on the Bosch Greentherm as well, so we know that that's burning safely. And we should be all set here. Okay, so we finished up with that. We finished up rather quickly. Me and Peter worked pretty efficiently. And then the other Mike stopped by to just see how everything was going on. That was it. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I hope the homeowner is too. I couldn't reach him because his phone is broken. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice and quiet. It's not leaking. So everything should be good to go. Hopefully you enjoyed watching the video. Like the video if you liked it. Comment any advice or criticisms or feedback. And subscribe. Thanks for watching.